Does any other community like police each other this hard? I think it's us, right?
Did people hit you up,
Because they definitely hit us up.
We definitely got the negativity.
He's like, when the Khalsa Raj takes over, he's like, we're gonna be stringing you up first. Forget like the drugs, forget the corrupt politicians.
He's literally not like that.
I'm a lot worse.
Anyway,
No. Okay, stop.
Nay, you stop.
Ayo, welcome back to another episode of the Hours for Midnight podcast with myself, Jasmine, and two special guests. We have Randy, back at it again, and we got Mantej, back at it again.
This is going to be a very overstimulating pod.
This is going to be very overstimulating, so get your popcorn, fruit, fraat, jo bhi chahiye, get that shit ready.
And get ready to get your senses stimulated.
Oh yeah. I'm a little bit tilla today, but we'll get it going.
Alright, let's start from here. Raf Saperra, last night. What we all think about this?
Banger.
Banger, right?
Banger.
Okay, this is going to be a hot take for me. I think probably right now, best live Punjabi performer.
I guess so. I mean,
What would you guys say?
I mean, I fucked with it because, like, you know, he stopped like the hulladbaji, the la 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 la, and he like calmed everybody down. Got a guitarist, sang Heed, Kothe Te Galasi, couple classics that people didn't even know in the crowd.
Yeah.
But they fucked with the vibe. And like, if you know those songs, you know that like no one really performs those on stage. So I really fucked with that because I was like, oh, you know, because I knew what he was singing. I was like,
Bro,
yo, it's crazy.
at one point,
And all my videos, all you hear is Sigma and Mantej in the back.
At one point,
That's all you hear.
Yeah, because I was losing. I was like, no way this guy's singing Heed, bro. It's so nice.
you know, I think that guy gets it though. He really understands how to connect with like just the people on the street. You know what I mean? He understands how to really put that out there because like some guys, you know, they get a little bit too big, their head kind of blows up and they kind of lose touch. But you know, even the things where he's like holding like the little concert at Strawberry Hill.
Oh yeah,
like you really like you really fucking know how to really connect with the people and they're gonna fuck with you as a result. He gets any bigger than this, and you're gonna lose that. You know, when you start doing the stadium shows or the Rogers Arena.
They're like I've like seen him up close and personal, as in, you know, like bet 10 out 10. Like I didn't expect him to be like that. Like he's humble, right? When he did that listening party and stuff, right? When he did that thing, like I was like in charge of like whatever making it happen, right? Like taking him there, like facilitating everything. So I was like calling whatever. But like, and then after I asked him, like I messaged his brother Sultan. I was like, bro, like I was like, when should we come to pick you guys up, right? Like around when? I was like, what's the ride situation? Like, do you guys have a ride? Or he's like, oh, bro. He's like, what do you mean? I thought we were just gonna Uber it. And I was like, bro, like, je koi hor banda hunda kanda la assi artist hai, assi Uber chahiye, sanu lein aao. And I was like, no, bro. I was like,
Mantej lagda ye Uber driver.
नहीं चलो कोई ना अंकल अनुसार चलता है whatever कर ला बेइज्जती but point being is they were like, yo, like ਅਸੀਂ Uber कर लांगे. And I was like, you know, like damn, like नहीं ਤਾਂ ਬੰਦਾ ਕਹਿੰਦਾ ਵੀ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਲੈ ਕੇ ਆਓ, ਅਸੀਂ Uber ਕਿਉਂ ਕਰੀਏ, but they're offering. And I was like, ਨਹੀਂ ਅਸੀਂ Uber ਥੋੜੀ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਘਰ ਲੈਣੀ, ਅਸੀਂ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਚੱਕ ਕੇ ਲੈ ਕੇ ਜਾਵਾਂਗੇ and shit, right? So like ਉਦਾਂ ਉਹ ਗੱਲ ਮੈਂ ਕਹਿੰਦਾ ਉਹਨੂੰ ਅਸੀਂ ਲੈ ਵੀ ਗਏ, ਉਹਨੂੰ ਕੋਈ ਚੱਕਰ ਨਹੀਂ, ਮੇਰੇ ਨਾਲ ਵਧੀਆ ਗੱਲਬਾਤ ਕੀਤੀ, ਐ ਫੂਕ ਹਵਾ ਜੀ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੈਗੀ ਬੰਦੇ ਚ. ਗੋਡੇ ਆ ਕੰਮ.
You look for that in artists now though too. But yo, speaking back on the concert, bro, at one point I just remember, I was just like vibing in the crowd, you know, doing the Desi one hand move, you know, like the Broadway classic right here. Fucking Mantej grabs one arm, Ranbir grabs the other arm, and just
It was sick. Like, yo, like, I was pumped. I was pumped.
Yeah. He even pushed me. He literally pushed me out of the way. He's like, get out of the way to get more further in front of me.
Yeah, because I was like, yo, I was like, ਤੁਸੀਂ ਤਾਂ ਐ ਜੀ ਵਾਲੀਆਂ ਆ. I was like, ਪਾਸੇ ਹਟੋ, ਅਸੀਂ ਪਾਉਣਾ ਮੰਗੜਾ ਹੋ ਅਸੀਂ ਪਾਉਣਾ ਪੂਰਾ, ਹੈਨਾ? ਤੇ ਗਾਣੇ ਦਾ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਪਤਾ ਨਹੀਂ, ਤੁਸੀਂ ਸਿਰ ਬਣਾਉਣੀਆਂ ਵੀਡੀਓ ਆ ਵੀ ਅਸੀਂ ਐਸਥੈਟਿਕ ਕੈਪਚਰ ਕਰਨਾ. ਤੁਸੀਂ ਕਰੋ ਐਸਥੈਟਿਕ, ਅਸੀਂ ਕਰਨੀ ਹੁੱਲੜਬਾਜੀ ਪੂਰੀ એનર્ਜੀ ਭੰਗੜਾ ਪਾਉਣਾ, you know? So that's what it is.
ਜੇ ਤੈਨੂੰ ਐਸਥੈਟਿਕ ਦਾ ਪਤਾ ਸੀ, why'd you sing so loudly in the back of when I was recording?
Because aesthetic ਤੇਰਾ ਯਾਰ, ਕੋਈ ਨਾ ਤੂੰ ਸਾਊਂਡ ਆਫ ਕਰ ਲਈ. Aesthetic
show love, you know?
Because thing is, bro, ਆਪਾਂ concert ਦੇਖਣ ਗਏ ਸੀਗੇ as a fan. Okay? ਆਏ ਕੋਈ feeling ਥੋੜੀ ਆ. ਵੀ ਹਾਂ ਅਸੀਂ ਉਹੀ ਗੱਲ ਹੈ, live in the moment, man. ਵੀਡੀਓ ਦਾ ਕੀ ਆ, ਬਣ ਜਾਂਦੀਆਂ 100 ਬੰਦੇ ਵੀਡੀਓ ਬਣਾਉਣ ਵਾਲੇ ਆ, right? ਇੰਨੇ ਬੰਦੇ ਵੀਡੀਓ ਬਣਾਉਂਦੇ ਆ, ਉੱਥੇ ਕੋਈ ਨਾ ਕੋਈ ਇਧਰ ਕਿਹੜਾ circulate. But like ਹੁਣ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਵੀਡੀਓ ਦੇ ਚੱਕਰਾਂ 'ਚ concert ਹੀ ਨਹੀਂ enjoy ਕੀਤਾ, you know, like take that shit in. You're there.
You were recording too.
I recorded when he came out, and then after when shit got late, I was like, fuck this. I made two videos. That's it.
You know what? The making like 1 or 2 videos is okay, but every Ghana band like fucking enjoy the fucking show.
Exactly. And most of the people, they make those videos and they don't look back at it just for the stories. ਉਹਨਾਂ ਚ ਕੁਝ ਦੱਸਦਾ ਨਹੀਂ ਬਾਸਤਾ ਨਹੀਂ is like yo ਅੱਧਾ ਤੁਹਾਡਾ ਮੂੰਹ ਆ ਅੱਧਾ ਪਿੱਛੇ crowd ਤੁਰਿਆ ਫਿਰਦਾ like you know
what's okay so I went last year to Commodore same venue he performed and I'll say this for sure hella more people turned up this year.
Oh yeah.
In general, right? Obviously, Mandir Chadai bhi ho rahi hai saal de vich where he dropped the
100%.
He dropped the new album.
Yeah.
And then he also dropped Patola, right? Like 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago now. So he also had so many Ghana dropping this year too. Yeah. But bro, like just I love seeing it because last year, same banda, we were backstage last year, like chilling with them. This year, like we just chilled it in the front crowd, like right at the start. And bro, just the vibe is the same.
Yeah.
But bro, so many more people love the music.
Yeah, absolutely.
So I love to see it. You know.
Also,
like,
I noticed it was like that kind of music is coming back, like the more cultural music.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm
he's
saying.
He's doing it the right way though.
The thing is like, like the way he's doing folk, no one else can or no one is. Because the thing is like, that's what I was like. That's we were talking off camera. That's what I was saying. Like he knows. Right, he knows OGs, like he knows like the OG, like Dorga Rangila and stuff, like the people that like normal, like apne wale, like young generation.
Young
they don't know, right? These Nyane don't know, but he knows, right? He knows like how that it is, Soranda, Talmel da, right? He knows the folk and stuff.
Yeah.
And like people just connect with it because they vibe. He makes it a vibe, you know, modernized.
You gotta enjoy this while you can because like hopefully, you know, he stays genuine like this. He stays rooted like that. But, you know, as the guy gets bigger and bigger, then you start doing like these like more like pop songs and, you know, like shit like that. And it could like kind of take away.
Yeah.
It happens to a lot of artists. And like I would like to think that it wouldn't happen to Raf because right now, again, he's just so grounded and he's just operating at the highest level that you can for someone who's doing that, like that type of vibe. Yeah. But you know, you get a little bit bigger, they start offering you the bag. Banda fucking, you lose it. You know, it could happen.
I don't necessarily feel that would happen, but once again,
it could happen. Right? It could. I'm not saying it's gonna happen.
The thing is, like, I feel like that kind of happens to people that like
are
more commercial.
I'm not gonna name. I'm sure you guys are gonna know who I'm talking about. But there's a certain artist that, you know, when he first was starting off, was like very like humble, was appreciative of all the love that he was getting.
Hey, Peter Lowe.
No. And then now he's a lot bigger, and even if his name is dropped slightly,
loud at Chani. But no, I know who you're talking about.
If his name is
What are you trying to say about Mocha?
I know.
I like appreciate any slander towards Mocha and Chani.
Okay, uncle, relax.
Let me talk.
I know uncle's a little hyped because he doesn't get to.
Please.
Yo, I know uncle's a little hyped right now because ਘਰੇ ਨੂੰ ਤੀਵੀਂ ਬੋਲਣ ਨਹੀਂ ਦਿੰਦੀ. But bro, ਸਾਡੀ ਵੀ ਗੱਲ ਸੁਣ ਲੈ ਹਨਾ. So yeah, I mean I know exactly who Jab is talking about.
No, but and then now if his name is like slightly dropped, even a little, like it's a scene. It's a
like
scene.
yo, like ਜਿਹੜੇ ਬੰਦੇ ਜ਼ਿਆਦਾ feel
drop the name.
No, we have before. We have dropped it before, right? But like wahi gal like even if this person hears the name is like, oh mera no so like you know eh jiya fuddu gallan kari janiyan. So
farmers in the world.
No farmers. But like coming back to the point is like yo like ਇੱਕ ਪਾਸੇ ਰਹਿ ਵਰਗੇ ਆਰਟਿਸਟ ਆ ਹਨਾ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਬੰਦੇ like ਕੋਈ ਫੂਫਾ ਹੈ ਨਹੀਂ ਕੋਈ ਫੂਕ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੈਗੀ, ਇੱਕ ਪਾਸੇ ਇਹ ਆ ਵੀ ਹੋਰ ਬੰਦੇ ਵੀ ਹੈਗੇ ਇੰਡਸਟਰੀ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਜਿਨ੍ਹਾਂ ਦੇ 2-3 ਗਾਣੇ ਜੋ ਚੱਲ ਜਾਂਦੇ ਆ ਉਹ ਕਮਰਸ਼ੀਅਲ ਵੱਲ ਹੋ ਜਾਂਦੇ ਆ ਵੀ ਨਹੀਂ ਅਸੀਂ ਹੁਣ ਦਿਖਾਉਣਾ ਆ ਵੀ ਅਸੀਂ ਕੁਝ ਹੈਗੇ ਆ ਲਾਈਕ ਦੇ ਖਾਣਾ ਲਾਈਕ ਉਹੀ ਬੰਦਾ ਹੰਬਲ ਨਹੀਂ ਰਹਿੰਦਾ ਹੈਗਾ ਰਾਈਟ ਲਾਈਕ ਸਾਡੀ ਇਮੇਜ ਘੈਂਟ ਲੱਗੇ ਦੇ more focused on that than being good human beings. And like when you do that you burn a lot of bridges.
You know, one of my buddies actually kind of had a bit of a moment with Raf yesterday. Like
really?
They were outside, I guess, outside of Isabel's, like they were taking some pictures and stuff. And my buddy, you know, he's pretty beatty. He kind of grabbed him, but he kind of grabbed him a little bit by the waist to take the picture, like to pose. And he's like, "Why are you grabbing me like a Janani, mate?" I wasn't there. I heard the story. And my buddy, only got a cool card. He's like, "Fuck you," then. He just kind of walked away. But he's like, it was a little bit too aggressive by Raf in that moment. But like, you know, at the same time, maybe the hot was a little bit too strong.
But the thing is, obviously,
maybe he's grabbing his ass and he
he grabbed his waist. I mean, on the photo khichi hai, right? And you know, my buddy's a pretty solid banda, but you know, everyone
what if your friend swings that way?
No, he doesn't. He doesn't. You know.
Only
on vacation. नहीं पर उदा नहीं you know अपने बंदियां च प्यार हुंदी है different kind.
Yeah,
you know, we're down to kiss each other on the cheek. We sleep in the same beds, like on vacations and stuff.
Yeah.
Right?
No, ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਅੰਕਲ ਵਾਲੀ ਕਮਿਊਨਿਟੀ
ਨਹੀਂ ਹੁੰਦੀ ਹੈ ਗੱਲ ਹੁਣ ਪਿਆਰ
no ਮੈਂ ਤਾਂ ਜਿੱਥੇ ਜਾਣਾ ਕਹਿੰਦਾ ਵੀ ਮੇਰੇ ਕੱਲੇ ਦਾ ਬੈੱਡ ਹੋਣਾ
ਚਾਹੀਦਾ ਮੈਂ ਪਰਮਾਰ ਕਿੰਨੀ ਵਾਰੀ ਮੈਂ ਉਹਦੇ ਸੇਮ ਬੈੱਡ ਸੁੱਤਾ
ਚਲੋ ਉਹ ਤਾਂ that's okay farm swings that way we know already right but like
ਕਿੰਨੀ ਵਾਰੀ
ਚਲੋ ਕੋਈ ਨਾ ਤੁਹਾਡੀ ਹਸਬੰਡ ਤੇ ਹਸਬੰਡ ਦੀ 100 ਗੱਲ ਹੁੰਦੀ ਆ ਆਪਾਂ ਨਹੀਂ ਉਹ ਚੀਜ਼ ਇੰਟਰਫੇਅਰ ਕਰਨਾ ਰਾਈਟ ਤੁਹਾਡੇ behind closed doors what you guys do ਸੀ ਨੰਗੇ ਹੋ ਕੇ ਸੌਣੇ ਹੱਥ
ਦੂਰ ਰਹਿਣ ਦੋ
ਜੱਫੀਆਂ ਪਾ ਕੇ ਸੌਣੇ that's on you we don't want to know that but like you know I know you're
ਪਿਆਰ ਹੁੰਦੀ ਆ ਆਪਣੇ ਬੰਦੇ ਚ ਪਿਆਰ ਹੁੰਦੀ ਆ
ਨਹੀਂ ਪਰ ਇੰਨਾ ਵੀ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਵੀ ਬੰਦਾ ਭੁੱਲ ਹੀ ਜਾਵੇ ਹੈ ਨਾ
ਭੁੱਲ ਹੀ ਜਾਵੇ ਕਿੱਥੇ
ਯਾਰ ਮਾਰਨਾ ਹੋ ਰੋਜ਼
yeah maybe he crossed the line irregardless.
Speaking on the music side of things, Chani and Moga dropped a song yesterday with legend Jazzy B. Coolin. So what do you guys think? First impressions, let's go.
I like it. I mean, honestly, I'm just the wrong guy to speak on Punjabi music in general. I don't listen to it really like that.
What's Randy's playlist consist of?
Fuck man, a lot of weird stuff actually.
Like what's your top like song you listen to?
I listen to a lot of vaporwave actually.
Really?
Yeah, it's like 80 style vaporwave. Like
I can see that.
You know?
I can see that.
Yeah.
How can you not see that?
Yeah.
Look at him.
No, low-key I can see it, but at the same time, I don't know why. I always just thought maybe you were more on like the early 2000s.
I like the vibes, you know. Like
I thought you were early 2000s hip-hop type of guy.
No, honestly, none of that. Like I was a huge hip-hop head, but when like A$AP Rocky first came out, because that was our generation. When I turned 19, A$AP Rocky was huge. Live Love A$AP, Live Long A$AP, you know, that whole era, like all those guys, Schoolboy Q.
Don't look at me, guys.
That's like the era. I don't know English music. I don't listen to the old school stuff. Like I'm not a big Tupac guy or Biggie guy, like, you know, but like that was my era. And then, you know.
So you're right around when like Drake first like started. Like,
I guess so.
Yeah,
I guess so. But I was never like a huge like Drake dick rider either. Like, you know, of course I like the songs, but you know, old Toti ji ni mooch pai thi all the time.
So you're not like a Marvin's Room fanatic.
Oh, I love Marvin's Room. But Marvin's Room is like a crazy, like just like a Roni Ped wala gana. I completely changed the vibe of Bande.
Bro, when the Canucks lost this year, I was at it was game 6, I think they lost against the Oilers. Right?
Yeah.
And I was
it
at
6?
It's 7.
No, they lost 6 and then they lost in 7 again.
Yeah.
No, they won in 6 and lost in 7.
Yeah.
So it was 5. It was game 5. It was a game they lost. And I was at I think Brewhouse, Canadian Brewhouse here, like just like watching the game with a couple of friends. Bro, they lost and fucking Marvin's Room started playing. Instant depression. I was like, boss, Canucks they haar gaye, naale mera depression to aata.
What's that like though? You know, you got a crowd of like, you know, 20, 50,000 people in the crowd and everyone's dropping the N-bomb and 80% of the crowd's white. Fuck that. That you love so bad. You know, and everyone's vibing to it.
You know, that's so wild that you think about it though, because every time you go to concerts now, especially I went to like Travis this past November, let's be honest, a lot of songs have those words in it.
Yeah.
Are you telling me people aren't saying it?
Of course.
Yeah, right?
I've said it. Alone.
Let's say right now. Right now, everybody. 3, 2, 1.
Back to Chani guys' song.
Randy just threw off the whole vibe.
Back to Chani guys' song. You know, honestly, Chani guys genuinely are just such good guys in general. Like, and you know, so all the power to them. More respect. I fucking love everything that they're able to do. You know. And they'll always have me in the corner.
No, but
Uche vichar, like that.
Very nice.
Mandej has a special dance he came up with for the song.
No.
Well, I'm not gonna. ਇੱਥੇ ਥੋੜੀ ਹੁਣ ਮੈਂ ਕਾ ਗਰੀਪ ਆਉਣ ਲੱਗਿਆ
Yeah, but like, you guys will see it by the time
it's you'll see it when whatever you'll see it when you're meant to see it but ਮੈਂ ਵੀ ਹੁਣ ਦੱਸਦਾ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਗਾਣਾ ਕਿਵੇਂ ਲੱਗਿਆ ਹੋਰ
ਦੱਸੋ
ਗਾਣਾ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਬਹੁਤ ਜ਼ਿਆਦਾ ਘੈਂਟ ਲੱਗਿਆ ਰਾਈਟ ਬਹੁਤ ਜ਼ਿਆਦਾ I remember when we were still mixing mastering the song they were doing the final touches and stuff. Every time like the song used to play and shit, you're like all like, I just feel personally that's that type of song. You know, like
it is more your type
to
of
hear
vibe.
fucking comment like that, so like hard and shit, right?
Yeah.
Like when like Moga comes and Jazzy comes in, right? The song and shit is sick.
Bro,
and it's like banda and I feel like it's gonna be a Bhangra song.
You know, when I saw, because I've known Chani for a while now, and I didn't really like. Sometimes you almost don't even see how like kind of big they've gotten.
Yeah,
and like even after the Diljit concert, we all went to gallery or whatever after, right? And like they took a separate car, and I was like, oh, like maybe they're just coming a little bit after, maybe they're stopping for some fucking Red Bulls or something. I don't know. I got there and like they haven't come on for like, you know, like 30, 40. It's almost like I can't down there. Yeah. And it's just like, you know, like when the rappers come through the back door, the security's there. And I'm like, what the fuck? Like I was like, I didn't understand this vibe. I thought it'd just be there, do a couple of songs and that, but it was a whole charade of it.
That's
you know, like the whole song like and dance.
It's harder for us to really comprehend, like,
because there are
because it's like they're in the hood, right? So for us, it's like, oh,
and you're close to them all the time, right?
Yeah, so it's like but like jada hund baro banda for, and I'm gonna say personally too, right? When we go to like wedding shows with them, right? And like when it's Surrey people, like apne bande, there's a kadi sing them like koi na, because it's like oh culture, oh like they're familiar, they're like friendship. Ye to apne bande hai na, apni city de whatever, hai na. But every time it's like for example, they went to Amsterdam or Netherlands or wherever it was, right? Like over 10,000, you know, people there that gathered. Crazy, and that's crazy. Like they went the States somewhere too. I think it was London. My bad. Right, but I forgot. Meri yaadasht inna galla to specific details like I can't remember. But another show it was some mela. Yeah. And like otte bhi like Mirchi Fest. Over like I think it was like 20 like couple like खासा काट सीगा 15 like 10-15,000 बंदा सीगा उत्थे and like that's not even exaggeration because like you could I saw it in the story and I was like fuck bro, like it's crazy, like, you know, as far as the camera pans, it's like densely packed crowd. And it's crazy because like yo damn, like these are our boys and in Nadi like it done and like that's the thing, like whatever is in the works and shit, like when you hear about that, like yo, like bro, apna edena gana aaya ja onda, like oh this guy, like when Chani goes like oh this banda hit me up today or this banda says this, and I was like what the fuck, right? That's how you know, like goddamn, like appa nu bhi proud hunda hai yaar, right? Like those are our buddies, like damn, like our boys are moving up, right? And that's when you realistically know, like jadon like when Karan Aujla is messaging you like Chani bro mera show hona aayi to, right? It's a pretty big thing, right? Like that's how you know, like damn, like
that's how you know how I feel now, right? All these guys always hitting me up. Only runs away.
Self promo.
You know, one guy actually, your good buddy of mine, Rax from Don't Knows, he gave me the best compliment ever. He's like, bro, you're basically the Raf Saperra of the podcasting world. Like, don't let the numbers fool you. You're a lot bigger than you are. And I was like, fuck, man.
Okay. Go on that then. Would you rather have the numbers or the street recognition?
I think the street recognition all day, every day, every day, man. Because like, you know, that's a large part of why I'm like not doing the TikToks as much anymore. Because like while I did get a lot of recognition from that sort of thing, I don't really like doing those skits, you know, and like the little clips I made. But that's what got everyone to know me, right? Parm recognized me from there. All you guys have understood me from there. But I don't really like.
I think there's something else that we all recognize you from.
Which one?
Gather.
Yeah, no, but I think we were all together before that.
What do you think about the whole clip? Like it went off and shit. Did you
like?
Do you have any negative like?
Well, negative, I think that like I mean,
did people hit you up like galang?
Because they definitely hit us up.
Because we definitely got the negative.
No, you know what?
We never.
It's definitely, you know what? It's definitely gonna happen. But apne are just so fucking horny to police what other people say all the time.
100%.
You know, even look at the Bapu the Pasa one, right? Fucking did mad numbers.
Yeah, like 3.6, I think.
And you know, like it's the same thing. Like people don't understand that it's even a fucking joke.
Literally.
People don't get that. They're like, oh, this guy's, you know, doing a bad thing. You know, it's not like you're fucking Jasmine. What are you doing?
Sorry, yo, we're versus the world on the phone right now.
Telling a story.
Telling a whole story. She's like, hello?
Irregardless of the fact, you know, like people are gonna hate, and you know, like especially with the type of content that we're kind of pushing out, I think it comes with the territory.
Yeah.
You know, there's a lot of guys. One guy actually told me the other day, he's like, when the Khalsa Raj takes over, he's like, we're going to be stringing you up first. And I'm like, I was like, forget everything. Forget like the drugs. Forget the corrupt politicians. Only Rans is the number one enemy of Saki. This is the first guy.
Pantak enemy.
Not Badal.
Yeah. Fucking only Rans. He's
like, you're the first guy we're stringing up.
Cue back to Saki.
And so,
but like I agree with you.
Yeah.
ਮੈਨੂੰ ਵੀ 2 cent ਮੈਂ ਵੀ ਆਪਦੇ ਦੇ ਲਵਾਂ. Now I feel like it's actually so funny though. You can be saying like the best, most sabhyacharak, ਵਧੀਆ, you can be given the best teaching. People will find negativity in that.
Yeah, 100%.
For example, the other clip we had, right? The pag one, right?
Yeah.
I was like, pag banno, hana? ਉਹਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ people are like, ਤੂੰ ਜਾਂ ਤਾਂ ਸਿੱਖਿਆ ਦੇ ਲਾ ਜਾਂ ਤੂੰ ਪੰਜਾਬੀ ਬੋਲਾ ਜਾਂ ਇੰਗਲਿਸ਼ ਬੋਲਾ bro ਮੈਂ ਡਾਇਰੈਕਟ ਕਹਿਣਾ ਇਹ ਮੇਰੀ ਕਲਿੱਪ ਬਣਾ ਕੇ ਪਾਇਓ ਮੈਂ ਡਾਇਰੈਕਟ ਕਹਿਣਾ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਹੇਟਰ ਆ ਨਾ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਵੀ ਤੇਰੀ ਪੰਜਾਬੀ ਨਹੀਂ ਵਧੀਆ ਫਲਾਣਾ ਨਹੀਂ ਧਮਕਾਣਾ ਨਹੀਂ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਡਾਇਰੈਕਟ ਮੈਸੇਜ ਕਰਿਓ ਮੇਰੇ ਨਾਲ ਆਪਾਂ ਕਰਾਂਗੇ ਕਾਲ ਫਿਰ ਮੇਰੇ ਨਾਲ ਪੰਜਾਬੀ 'ਚ 1 to 1 ਗੱਲ ਕਰਿਓ ਮੈਂ ਫੈਮਿਲੀ ਫਰੈਂਡ ਦੀ ਪੰਜਾਬੀ ਬੋਲ ਲੈਣਾ ਤੇ ਮਾਵਾਂ ਭੈਣਾਂ ਦੀਆਂ ਗਾਲਾਂ ਵੀ ਆਪਾਂ ਪੂਰੀ ਕੱਢ ਲੈਂਦੇ ਸੋ ਜਿਹਨੇ ਗਾਲ ਸੁਣਨੀ ਆ ਉਹ ਮੇਰੇ ਨਾਲ ਗਾਲੋ ਗਾਲੀ ਵੀ ਹੋ ਸਕਦਾ ਤੇ ਜਿਹਨੇ ਮੇਰੀ ਪੰਜਾਬੀ ਪਰਖਣੀ ਆ ਦੇਖਣੀ ਆ ਉਹ ਵੀ ਦੇਖ ਸਕਦਾ ਰਾਈਟ ਬਿਕਾਜ਼ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਆਪਾਂ ਬੈਸਟ ਆਫ ਬੋਥ ਵਰਲਡ ਆ ਠੀਕ ਆ ਮੈਂ ਇੰਗਲਿਸ਼ ਵੀ ਬੋਲ ਲੈਣਾ ਆ ਬੋਰਨ ਐਂਡ ਰੇਜ਼ਡ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਆਪਾਂ ਵਧੀਆ ਬੋਲ ਲਈਦੀ ਸਾਰੀ ਹਨਾ ਐਂਡ ਇਹ ਵੀ ਸਕਿੱਲ ਆ ਜਦੋਂ ਮੈਂ ਪੰਜਾਬੀਆਂ ਨਾਲ ਆਪਣੇ ਭੈਣਾਂ ਭਰਾਵਾਂ ਨਾਲ ਬੋਲਣਾ ਉਦੋਂ ਆਪਾਂ ਪੰਜਾਬੀ ਪੂਰੀ ਬੋਲ ਲਈਦੀ ਆ ਹਨਾ ਸਾਰਿਆਂ ਨੇ ਆਪਾਂ ਇਨ ਟਰਮਸ ਆਫ ਲਾਈਕ ਆਪਾਂ ਜਿੰਨੇ ਇੱਥੇ ਬੈਠੇ ਆ ਹਨਾ ਮੈਂ ਬੋਲ ਲੈਣਾ ਪੰਜਾਬੀ ਵਧੀਆ ਤੇ ਮੈਂ ਇੰਗਲਿਸ਼ ਵੀ ਆਪਾਂ ਸਾਰੇ ਬੋਲ ਲੈਣੇ ਵਧੀਆ ਐਂਡ ਇਹ ਸਾਡੀ ਕੋਈ ਮਾੜੀ ਗੱਲ ਤਾਂ ਹੈ ਨਹੀਂ ਇਹਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ what's wrong with that?
Your Punjabi at the age of like 19 is insane. You know, it's insane.
But it's funny to me. It's funny to me. ਮੈਨੂੰ ਇਹ ਚੀਜ਼ ਤੇ ਬਹੁਤ ਹਾਸਾ ਆਉਂਦਾ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਵੀ ਜੇ ਪੰਜਾਬੀ ਬੋਲੋ ਲੈ ਇਹ ਯੱਕਿਆਂ ਨੂੰ ਆਉਂਦੀ ਨਹੀਂ ਪੰਜਾਬੀ ਕਿਹੜੀ ਗੱਲੋਂ ਕੀ ਯੱਕਾ ਕੀ ਮਤਲਬ ਰਾਈਟ ਲਾਈਕ ਅਸੀਂ ਪੰਜਾਬੀ ਬੋਲੀਏ ਨਾ ਫਿਰ ਜੇ ਇੰਗਲਿਸ਼ ਬੋਲ ਲੋ ਲੈ ਦੇਖ ਲੈ ਯੱਕੇ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਅੰਗਰੇਜ਼ੀ ਆਉਂਦੀ ਆ ਪੰਜਾਬੀ ਨਹੀਂ ਆਉਂਦੀ ਜੇ ਪੰਜਾਬੀ ਸੁਣੋ ਤਾਂ ਸਹੀ ਤੁਸੀਂ take a side right what do you want
no people always do that
you know what though it's the same thing that's like because recently we did a podcast about like the Punjabi wedding industry right people are literally they're like commenting oh Guru Granth Sahib Ji is just a book.
Yeah,
what do we know, right? What do we know? Because like, it's not like we didn't go to Punjabi school.
It's not like on the podcast.
Yeah, and it's not like we didn't go to like Santya class and stuff. Like
the thing is, you can. That's what I'm saying. You can say like the most positive, proper, badiya sikha, and there's always gonna be some random moni auntie, like the one that goes to parlor twice a day just so she can keep her looks on point. Be like, oh, sikhi da dil ch hundi hai ji. ਤੇ ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਦਾ ਦਿਲ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਨੇੜੇ ਤੇੜੇ ਵੀ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੈ ਕਿ ਸਿੱਖੀ ਤੇ ਤੁਸੀਂ why you teaching ਹਨਾ people can't accept ਵੀ ਹਾਂ ਕਿਸੇ ਹੋਰ ਨੂੰ ਮੇਰੇ ਤੋਂ ਵੱਧ ਪਤਾ ਹੋਣਾ ਚਾਹੀਦਾ
funny thing is these are people whose profiles like on the behind like their name or whatever it's literally Singh
from where all have like nirvo
no does any other community like police each other this hard?
No,
I think it's us.
We're gonna get into it like in the later parts of this podcast where I'm gonna
I'm excited for that.
It's gonna be fun.
I'm excited for some community slander.
We police each other so much, right? And it's like I don't understand exactly what the hate. Well, I mean, I do. I get the hate because I love fucking talking bullshit about people too, right? But simple, like, you know, I get it. But like the whole like I've always had a big issue with people trying to like adjust the narrative and like fucking like taking it a completely different way. And it's like, bro, like I didn't say anything in that regard, but now you guys are taking it complete ulta.
You know what's dude? I don't even want to like sorry to cut you off, man, but like even like, what you just said, bro. Taken, right? So the Badam Datil clip, all these clips that have come out. By the way, shout out Randy, content machine. If you want millions of views, get Randy.
The Randy Randall effect, man. On my own, I don't get numbers, but if I'm on anyone else's platform, I can blow it up.
You know what's fun? So both clips that Randy went viral on, edited by my company.
Yeah?
Yeah.
There you go.
Self promo.
No.
Shameless self plug.
Okay, listen, but what I'm getting on this, what I was gonna get on from that point was, dude, so I'm not in the videos at all.
Yeah.
Right? Like in the Badam Datil, I'm not even there. Somehow, man, just started mere gaal kadna aap yaar. Teri tu kaam kharab kita saala.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like people are telling us, right, bro? ਕਹੀ ਗੱਲ ਇਹਨੇ ਹਨਾ ਉਦੋਂ ਬਾਅਦ ਚੋਂ ਵਿਸਾਖੀ ਦਾ ਨਗਰ ਕੀਰਤਨ ਹੋਣਾ ਸੀਗਾ ਹਨਾ ਤੇ ਉੱਥੇ ਵੀ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਮੈਸੇਜ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਨਗਰ ਕੀਰਤਨ ਤੇ ਮਿਲਾਂਗੇ ਬਦਾਮ ਦਾ ਤੇਲ ਤਿਆਰ ਰੱਖਿਓ ਤੇ thing is bro ਅਸੀਂ ਗੱਲ ਕਹੀ ਵੀ ਨਹੀਂ ਅਸੀਂ ਸਾਈਡ ਤੇ ਬੈਠੇ ਆ ਹੁਣ ਇਹ ਚ ਸਾਡਾ ਥੋੜੀ ਕਸੂਰ ਆ ਬੰਦਾ ਗੱਲ ਕਹਿ ਗਿਆ ਉਹਨੂੰ ਫੜੋ ਉਹਨੂੰ ਵੱਡੀ ਗੱਲ ਹੋਈ ਵੀ ਨਹੀਂ ਤੇ ਨਹੀਂ ਤੇ ਉਹ ਫਨੀ thing is ਓਕੇ ਫਿਰ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਮਿਲਿਆ ਇੱਕ ਬੰਦਾ ਨਹੀਂ
No, I'll tell you guys actually a fun story. So this one time I had this clip, and this was like my first little taste of being viral for the wrong reasons.
Okay.
I made a TikTok about, I said disturbing things you see at the Gurdwara, where it was like, I over-exaggerated, you know, like the prasad tail, like, and start going all crazy,
right?
right?
I've seen this clip.
And I got killed for it, murdered.
Yeah,
like, people were like, who the fuck are you? Like, you know, it's sentiment hunde, this and that. Yeah. I was like, okay, theek hai. I used the wrong word. I shouldn't have said disturbing. You know, it was mostly students that were getting on my ass, right?
Yeah.
I was walking around at, I was at this Gurdwara pata nahi keda si. But there's a Gurdwara within the complex. It's, might be Dukhanwala. It's in Surrey.
Yeah, it's
I can't remember.
Yeah, that's Dukhanwala.
I'm at the store. I had to go pick up some documents from like this one like engineer there just for work stuff, right? And these two guys are like, hey, they're desis. He's like, hey, are you only rounds? I'm like, yeah, I am. And like, they kind of said it to beef with me like a little bit, right? They're like, oh, we saw your clip, like Vadia Nisi, right? And like, I had to almost take a super aggressive approach to kind of like get out of that. Yeah. And I was like, what? You know, they were like little guys, right? Like I would have fucking taken care of them. But I'm like, what?
It's the Gurdwara complex.
It wasn't like, well, it was a side. There's like a pizza place.
Still in front of the Gurdwara.
Still in front of the Gurdwara. But like, I was like, what? And he's like, I was like, what? I was like, so what? I was like, you think I'm a Futu? And they were like, no, bro, it's not like that, but we just don't think you said the right thing. I was like, man, don't believe anything that you see on the internet. I was like, you know, meri galti hai, but I'm not going to be policed by people either. Because I felt if they were like to try and press me, then like they'd say that to everyone, be like, oh yeah, only Rans will get, you know, pressed, only mukkar jana. And I won't. I won't let that be known.
No, exactly. Like I don't like people. Obviously, like ਆਪਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਪਤਾ ਹੈ ਸਹੀ ਗਲਤ ਦਾ ਰਹੀ ਹੁਣ like ਕੀ ਕਰਨਾ ਕੀ ਨਹੀਂ, right? But ਕਈ ਚੀਜ਼ਾਂ ਆਪਾਂ at the end of the day I always say it's for content, it's for entertainment. ਹੁਣ ਆਪਾਂ like ਜੋ ਕੈਮਰੇ ਬੰਦ ਹੁੰਦੇ ਆ ਉਹ ਗੱਲਾਂ ਥੋੜੀ ਕਰੀ ਹੁਣ ਇਹ ਥੋੜੀ ਕਹੀ ਜਾਂਦਾ ਹਰ ਇੱਕ ਨੂੰ ਮੈਂ ਬਦਾਮ ਦਾ ਤੇਲ ਆ ਲਾਉਣਾ ਉਹ ਲਾਉਣਾ.
Randy's not like that. Randy's literally not like that.
I'm a lot worse.
No, but we don't have to explain that.
Yeah, but it's the same thing.
That's common sense.
It's literally people think that Manteja is literally 604 rentals. When he's
exactly.
He's
and that's funny or not, whatever, right? But we got like people. That's common sense. Like obviously, no one's gonna be doing that shit in real life. Right. And coming back to like coming back to the hate thing, right? Hate thing, wahi gal too. In our community especially, ਅਸੀਂ ਗੁਰਦੁਆਰੇ ਦੇ ਨੇੜੇ ਤੇੜੇ ਵੀ ਨਾ ਲੰਘੀਏ, but as soon as we see something that's mildly questionable, everybody has to comment on it. No, ਇਹ ਤਾਂ ਸਿੱਖੀ ਦੇ ਖਿਲਾਫ ਆ, ਉਹ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਕਰਾਇਆ ਹੋਇਆ ਹੇਅਰ ਕੱਟ ਹੈਨਾ, ਉਹ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਕੋਮ ਓਵਰ ਕਰਾਇਆ ਹੋਇਆ ਤੇ ਗੱਲਾਂ ਕਰਨੀ ਸੀ ਸਿੱਖੀ ਦੀਆਂ. ਠੀਕ ਆ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਕਰੋ ਹਨਾ ਜਿਵੇਂ ਮਰਜ਼ੀ.
I mean, being Mona or not, it's not, you know, the thing.
ਪਰ ਗੱਲ ਉਹ ਆ ਨਾ, ਤੁਸੀਂ like don't be heavily policing. ਜੇ ਕੋਈ ਏਡੀ ਗੱਲ ਹੋਊਗੀ ਮੈਂ ਪਰਸਨਲੀ ਤੈਨੂੰ ਕਹੂੰਗਾ ਵੀ ਯਾਰ ਆ ਤੇਰੀ ਗੱਲ ਫੁੱਦੂ ਸੀ. Like yo, like ਠੀਕ ਹੈ ਇਹ like ਇੰਨੀ ਤਾਂ ਸਾਰਿਆਂ ਨੂੰ common sense ਹੈਗੀ ਆ ਇੱਥੇ, because we see that shit, right? We see when someone's actually like disrespecting religion, we see it, right? Why the fuck would we do the same thing? Like we see it, ਆਪਾਂ ਉਹਨੂੰ ਰੋਕੀ ਜਾਈਏ ਤੇ ਅਸੀਂ ਵੀ ਕਰੀ ਜਾਈਏ ਸਾਈਡ ਤੇ.
But where's the sentiment come that like us as Sikhs we have to be like serious all the time? You know, and it's like no fun zone.
That's I hear that shit so much. ਸਿਰ ਤੇ ਪੱਗ ਬੰਨੀ ਆ ਤੇ ਆਏ ਆ ਸਿਰ ਤੇ, ਕਿਉਂ ਸਿਰ ਤੇ ਪੱਗ ਬੰਨੀ ਆ? We wear with pride, bro. ਇਹ ਕੋਈ ਜੰਜੀਰਾਂ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੈਗੀਆਂ. Not handcuffs. Like they're not handcuffs. Be oh we can't do anything, we can't live life, bro. ਅਸੀਂ ਪਾਵਾਂਗੇ ਕੱਪੜੇ like you know Sigma, ਉਹਨੂੰ ਬਹੁਤ ਪਹਿਲਾਂ ਲੈ ਤੂੰ ਰੈੱਡ ਦਮਾਲਾ ਬੰਨਿਆ, ਤੂੰ ਗ੍ਰੀਨ ਦਮਾਲਾ ਬੰਨਿਆ, what ਇਹ ਕੀ ਗੱਲ ਬਣੀ? ਅਸੀਂ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਸਗੋਂ ਵਧੀਆ ਗੱਲ ਆ, right? You're making it fashionable. ਉਹਨੂੰ ਸਗੋਂ ਸਟਾਈਲ ਕਰਦੇ as nice, ਹਨਾ? Like at least we're like my bad, we're not sloppy things. Like my bad, let's see like ਪੋਚ ਕੇ and ਕੇ ਬੰਨੀ ਦੀ ਆਪਾਂ ਹਨਾ, like my bad. But like ਇਹ ਚ ਕੋਈ ਏਡੀ ਗੱਲ ਥੋੜੀ ਆ. What is there to hate? ਇਹ ਚ ਮਾੜੀ ਗੱਲ ਕਿਹੜੀ ਆ?
My thing is ਸਿਰ ਤੇ ਪੱਗ ਬੰਨੀ ਆ, already like you're already a step going in the right direction, right?
Yeah.
At least
Sure.
with having like keeping your hair, right?
I agree.
Randy's podcast.
No, but
you come to my podcast with a podcast.
But my point was that how easily people like bina gallu.
Yeah.
If they don't find anything ਹੁੰਦਾ ਸਿਰ ਤੇ ਪੱਗ ਬੰਨੀ ਆ ਤੇ ਗਾਲਾਂ ਕੱਢਦੇ ਆ ਸਿਰ ਤੇ ਪੱਗ ਬੰਨੀ ਤੇ ਫੱਕ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਫਲਾਣਾ ਤੇ you guys are saying that as if ਤੁਸੀਂ ਹਰ ਇੱਕ word ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਭੈਣ ਚੋਦ ਨਹੀਂ ਲਾਉਂਦੇ. No, ਮੈਂ ਸਹੀ ਗੱਲ ਕਹਿਣਾ. You're saying that as if you don't use that word as a helping verb for everything you say.
Yo, one thing is though too, right? Like we're gonna touch on Randy now again. Is people think that you're actually gonna you have a bottle of tel with you at all times. You're gonna go to the first Janani and be like, "Ara tel tere maan." Right? Like, but you're not like that. Like the thing is, when they said it earlier.
Yeah, I'm not like that.
They're not helping your case. But the thing is, like, Madej said it best, bro. Like, if you actually said some stupid ass shit, we would call you out on it.
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
And it goes for anybody in the group.
Yeah,
anybody, right?
Of course. And we're supposed to do that to each other. And like,
but people don't realize too. We're okay. For us, we all love joking around. Look at Parm.
Yeah.
Always joking around. Matej, always joking.
Yeah.
Me, Sigma. Everyone's just always literally fucking around.
Yeah.
Right? At the end of the day, like at that shoot, everyone there when the clip came out, we're all friends.
Yeah.
I wasn't even there, but like I already know this is the type of shit you think. Okay, what we said was bad. Imagine some people behind closed doors.
Yeah.
They're doing that shit.
Yeah. Absolutely.
They're actually doing that shit. You know?
Yeah, we're just making like actual like jokes, and I get where people's like thing is. We're like, oh, it's not a good look. It's like okay, but you're acting like
you guys are perfect.
You're perfect.
Yeah.
But but that's the thing. They're only pointing that out because Randy ne kahiya. Like say someone else, if you pointed out to Randy, one person points it out in the comment section. ਮੈਨੂੰ ਵੀ ਮੈਂ ਵੀ ਕਹਿਦਾ but ਗੱਲ ਉਹ ਅੰਦਰ ਹੀ ਅੰਦਰ ਮੈਂ ਉਹ clip ਦੇਖ ਕੇ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਸਵਾਦ ਵੀ ਬਹੁਤ ਆਇਆ right because when Randy said it the viewers were like fuck like this guy's jokes but then in the comments people are like okay you know what we're gonna bash at him too because everybody else is doing it.
You know what it is though, it's the vocal minority. Like okay, you gotta understand now that clip has like 8 million views.
Yeah,
you know
more than that.
it's a Randy Dow effect. But like okay, the comments are probably not even like 0.1%.
Yeah.
But those are the people, like most people watch that, they'll laugh, they'll just move on, they won't even react to it, right? Some people, like maybe 1% will like it and share it, whatever, right? And then that like 0.1% who comments negatively, those are just the ones that were able to drive that point. They felt that strongly about it. But that's not everyone. That's not even a fucking smidge, but we assume that's the narrative. No, this is what it is now. But it's not the case.
Yeah.
So this is why we need to be careful in general. Like, you know, even when you're watching stuff about politics right now, about, you know, this and that and the other, go back to your country. All you guys need to go, fuck Trudeau, this and that. That's a little percentage of what's actually occurring.
Yeah.
Most go there don't hate us.
Yeah.
No.
They don't. They don't care.
I work with the Gore.
Yeah.
No, they don't, right?
They don't.
It's a small contingent of every community.
Yeah.
But the thing is, our community, it's a little bit more than just small contingent.
Yeah. So
no, right? But
we always have something to say.
For other communities, it's the small percentage that's hating.
Yeah.
For us, it's the small percent that's supporting.
Supporting,
Majority hate,
It's a new space,
but that's what I'm saying. Like, obviously, like, मैं कह देना हुन्ना like whatever like मैं ਤਾਂ ਹੀ ਕਰੂੰ right like okay ਠੀਕ ਹੈ ਜਿਵੇਂ ਮਰਜ਼ੀ ਆ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਇਸ ਗੱਲ ਦਾ ਨਹੀਂ ਪਤਾ like the non-brown people get it right they're like it's content you guys are jokes whatever right like any other content creator that's not brown right that's the type of shit it's entertaining ਆਪਣੇ ਬੰਦੇ ਨੂੰ ਨਹੀਂ ਪਤਾ ਹੈਗਾ so just because you don't know doesn't mean I'm gonna stop right because other people are gonna watch that shit they're gonna be like it's entertaining
you gotta understand the person that hates you the most in life you know like your worst enemy
Parm versus the world he hates me
how much do you think that person actually thinks about how much they dislike you in the day?
Not a lot, man.
Not a lot. And that could be your worst enemy. You know, he's hoping that fuck this guy, I hope he dies. You know, but he probably only thinks about that like a little smidge of the day. And yet we get riled up into like, oh fuck.
That's the thing. People are more attracted to negativity than they are positive.
Oh, we love it. We love it.
Right?
We love it. I mean, that's a human condition, unfortunately.
All right, man. Okay, we have a segment on the pod, but we're going to do some magic. Okay, we're back.
All right.
We switched positions because now this is going to be the segment of the pod that you guys are all hyped up for, okay? You guys have no idea what I'm about to do.
Why am I in the middle?
Okay.
You're in the middle because you're going to have to react to this, Jasmine. Okay, this is this or that. So I'm going to give you guys a prompt. And I'm going to tell you who's arguing which side. And you and Matej and Randy, you two are going to argue. Well, me and Jasmine spectate.
Okay.
Okay.
Moderate.
ਆਪਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਲੜਾਉਣ ਲਿਆ ਯਾਰ
Hanji, ready? First topic. Let's start off strong. Can sings were patke? Matej, you have to argue no. Randy, you're arguing yes. Go.
Okay, I've always held this sentiment. When ਜਦੋਂ party ਤੇ ਜਾਣਾ ਆ ਕੋਈ function ਤੇ ਜਾਣਾ, I wear the pag, I wear the patka just because it's a little bit more convenient. Everyone's gonna fucking hang me by the balls by this one. They'll be, oh, convenient. Guru Nanak recently because it's convenient. You guys are just trying to look like fucking, Kale with their do-rags. Fucking do-rag sings. ਤੁਸੀਂ ਗਲਤ ਗੱਲਾਂ ਕਰਦੇ ਆ. Fucking sue me, man. मैं पटका बांधा या मेरी गाड़ी से बांधी है. Should I wear a patka? No. I'm 33
No,
years
you're
old.
supposed to argue for it. Argue for it.
No,
he's arguing my case more than I'm going to be arguing.
Okay. Fine, fair enough. I should wear patka because it's more convenient for sports. You know how my soccer career was robbed when I was a kid? Because I had the big juda. I couldn't do the header. If I wore the do-rag back then, फिर मेरी गाल बांट जानी सी.
तू की रोनाल्डो बन जाना?
Yeah, मैं रोनाल्डो बांट जाना सी.
ਮੇਰੀ ਗੱਲ ਸੁਣ ਰਣਦੀਪ
ਜਦੋਂ
ਮੇਰੀ ਗੱਲ ਸੁਣ
ਇੱਕ ਮਿੰਟ ਜੋ ਮੈਂ ਹੁਣ ਅਮਰੀਕਾ ਜਾਂਦਾ ਇੱਕ ਮਿੰਟ ਕੋਚਾਲਾ ਉਹ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਸੋਚਦੇ ਵੀ this guy's a light skinned ਕਾਲਾ.
No, and you think that's a cool.
That's a cool,
you
man.
think that's a cool.
ਮਾਲੀਆਂ ਕਹਿੰਦੀਆਂ ਵੀ ਉਹ man ਇਹ ਬੰਦਾ ਬਹੁਤ
ਆਪਾਂ ਮਾਲੀਆਂ ਲਈ ਮਾਲੀਆਂ ਲਈ ਧਰਮ ਪਰਿਵਰਤਨ ਆਪਾਂ ਕਰਨਾ ਹੈ ਆਪਾਂ ਰਿਲੀਜੀਅਨ
I'll tell you this way so
no wearing the pag is a Punjabi tell me anything
more girls
my turn okay stop ਮੇਰੀ ਵਾਰੀ
more girls wearing the pag always I will say that
ਮੈਂ ਕਹਿੰਦਾ ਜਦੋਂ ਬੰਨੀ ਹੁੰਦੀ ਨਾ ਪੋਚ ਵੀ ਪੱਗ ਵੇ ਜੋ 10 ਘੰਟ ਹੋਣ ਫੇਰ ਮਾਲੀਆਂ ਜਿੰਨੀਆਂ ਮਾਲੀਆਂ ਦਿਖਦੀਆਂ ਨੇ ਨਾ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੀ ਕੋਈ ਰੀਸ ਨਹੀਂ ਆ ਪਟਕਿਆ ਛੱਡ ਕੇ ਮੂਰੇ ਠੀਕ ਆ ਤੇ ਰਹੀ ਗੱਲ ਕੈਜੂਅਲ ਦੀ ਫਲਾਣਾ ਧਮਕਾ ਤੂੰ ਇੰਨੀ ਕੁਰਬਾਨੀ ਨਹੀਂ ਦੇ ਸਕਦਾ ਸੌਕਰ ਕਰੀਅਰ ਵਾਲੀ ਹੈ ਮੈਂ ਬਾਸਕਟਬਾਲ ਖੇਡਣਾ ਚਾਹੁੰਦਾ ਮੈਂ ਕਬੱਡੀ ਖੇਡਣਾ ਚਾਹੁੰਦਾ ਸੀ ਕਿਉਂ ਨਹੀਂ ਖੇਡਿਆ ਕਿਉਂਕਿ ਮੈਂ ਪਟਕਾ ਨਹੀਂ ਬੰਨਣਾ ਪਾਰਨਾ ਹੀ ਰਹੂ ਤੇ ਮੈਂ ਖੇਡਣ ਵੀ ਗਿਆ 2-3 ਵਾਰੀ ਪਾਰਨਾ ਲੈ ਗਿਆ ਮੈਂ ਇੱਜ਼ਤ ਬਚਾਉਣ ਲਈ ਆ ਗਿਆ ਮੈਂ ਕਬੱਡੀ ਆਪਣੇ ਵੱਸ ਦਾ ਰੋਗ ਹੈ ਨਹੀਂ ਕਿਉਂ ਕਿਉਂਕਿ ਆਪਾਂ ਪਟਕਾ ਨਹੀਂ ਬੰਨਣਾ ਸ਼ਾਇਦ ਜੇ ਮੈਂ ਵੀ ਤੇਰੇ ਵਾਂਗੂ ਪਟਕਾ ਬੰਨਿਆ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਮੈਂ ਵੀ ਕਬੱਡੀ ਦਾ ਆਲ ਸਟਾਰ ਚੈਂਪੀਅਨ ਹੋਣਾ ਸੀ ਜਿਵੇਂ ਦੁੱਗਾ ਵਾਲਾ ਸ਼ਾਇਦ ਮੈਂ ਨੈਕਸਟ ਦੁੱਗਾ ਵਾਲਾ ਹੋਣਾ ਸੀ ਹੈਨਾ ਜਾਂ ਮੈਂ ਨੈਕਸਟ ਦੁੱਲਾ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਬਟ ਨੋ
ਨਹੀਂ ਪਤਲੋ
ਤੇਰੇ ਲੱਕ ਤੇ ਜੱਟ ਦੇ ਡੋਲੇ ਦਾ
ਹੁਣ okay guys no okay stop
ਮੇਰੇ ਕਹਿਣ ਦਾ ਉਹ ਮਤਲਬ ਨਹੀਂ ਯੂ ਸਟਾਪ ਮੇਰੇ ਕਹਿਣ ਦਾ ਇਹ ਮਤਲਬ ਆ ਵੀ ਇਹ ਤਾਂ ਪੁਆਇੰਟਲੈਸ ਗੱਲਾਂ ਆ ਤੇ ਹੁਣ ਇਹਦਾ ਆਪਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਕੀ ਪਤਾ ਕਿੱਡਾ ਕ ਸੌਕਰ ਖਿਡਾਰੀ ਰਿਹਾ ਇਹ ਤਾਂ ਹੁਣ ਗੱਲਾਂ ਹੀ ਆ ਵੀ ਮੇਰਾ ਬਹਾਨਾ ਵੀ ਸ਼ਾਇਦ ਮੈਂ ਬਣ ਜਾਂਦਾ ਫਲਾਣਾ ਤਾਂ ਕਹਿੰਦਾ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਪੱਗ ਨੂੰ ਬ੍ਰਿੰਗ ਡਾਊਨ ਕਰਨ ਦੀ ਕੋਸ਼ਿਸ਼ ਕਰਦੇ
ਨਹੀਂ ਆ ਚੀਜ਼ ਮੈਂ ਖਾਲੀ ਆ ਨੋਬਡੀ
ਨਹੀਂ ਵੀ ਜਦੋਂ ਮੈਂ ਬੰਦੇ ਨੂੰ ਪ੍ਰੈਸ ਕਰਨਾ ਆਪਣੇ ਪੰਜਾਬੀਆਂ ਨੂੰ ਫੇਰ ਰੰਗ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਪੱਗ ਬੰਨ ਕੇ ਚਲੇ ਜਾਓ ਜਦੋਂ ਮੈਂ ਗੋਰੀਆਂ ਕਾਲੀਆਂ ਨੂੰ ਪ੍ਰੈਸ ਕਰਨਾ ਫਿਰ ਭੈਂਚੋ ਨਾ ਦੇ ਬਰਾਬਰ ਵਾਲਾ ਪਟਕਾ ਹੀ
ਨਹੀਂ ਆ ਚੀਜ਼ ਮੈਂ ਤੈਨੂੰ ਕਹਿਣ ਨਹੀਂ ਦੇਣੀ because we just talked about ਆਪਣੇ bring us down ਆ ਵੀ comment section ਛੋੜੀ ਆ ਹੁਣ ਆ ਕੇ let anyone say ਮੈਂ ਪੱਗ ਦੀ ਕੋਈ ਗਲਤ ਗੱਲ ਨਹੀਂ ਕੀਤੀ I already said
ਮੇਰੇ ਪੰਜਾਬੀ ਵੀਰੋ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਦੱਸੋ ਇਹਦੀ ਮਾਂ ਭੈਣ ਕਰੋ ਕਮੈਂਟਾਂ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਇਹਨੂੰ ਦੱਸੋ ਵੀ ਕੌਣ ਸਹੀ ਆ ਤੇ ਕੌਣ ਗਲਤ ਆ
listen Jasmine's the one who decides who wins so Jasmine who won that argument Mantej or Randy?
Mantej won that argument and he's right.
Yeah.
He is right.
Mantej won that.
Okay. I don't even want to argue for the patka because I actually don't believe in it. I just do it for convenience.
Okay, fair enough. Okay, Chad, next topic. 30 seconds, please.
Yeah.
Is dating in 2024 good or bad? Randy's are going to argue it's good. Mantej's going to argue it's bad. Randy, go first.
Dating in 2024. Hornet.
He knows.
There's a reason why Randy's not married.
No. Well, I'm in a long-term relationship,
With himself and his hand.
It's that's 33 years. I'll never give that up.
Going strong.
But ਜਿਹੜੀ ਬੰਦੇ ਦੀ stability ਹੋ ਜਾਂਦੀ, that's the best, There's no ਕੁੱਤਿਆਂ ਵਾਂਗੂ ਭੱਜੇਂਗੇ ਇੱਥੇ ਮੂੰਹ ਫੇਰ ਲਾਣਾ ਉੱਥੇ ਮੂੰਹ ਫੇਰ ਲਾਣਾ ਮੈਂ ਉਹ ਸਾਰਾ ਕੁਝ ਕੀਤਾ ਹੈ I've done it. I'm done. I don't miss dating. I don't miss, fucking doing all that other bullshit. ਲੋਕਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਸੁਣਾਈ ਜਾਣਾ ਵੀ oh yeah I traveled here. This is what my career aspirations are. What do you always want to do? I'm so fucking tired of that. So I do like being in a relationship, but pros and cons, right? There's a lot of sardardi. You're taking responsibility for another human being. But I think at the same time, that's a good thing because you're leveling up, banda siyana hunda ya when you're actually thinking about somebody else's well-being.
Yeah.
Instead of just your own. So dating in 2024 comes with some headaches, but positive.
Well, Mantaj, tell me why it's bad.
So, well, you mean you explained dating overall, but in 2024, kutti ji kaya. Kutta hi agam. Because thing is, like, because of this online shit, you know, half the time, people are dating a Bitmoji. You know, you're dating you're online dating. You know, banda melda bhi nahi hega. Time bhi nahi spent hunda bande naal, hai na? People can't make time for anybody. Back in the day, you know, there's koi banda melda gelda hunda siga, hai na? Us hisab na hon sara kuch online ya. You don't know, cheating bahut hon lag gayi, you know, like idhar ek bande naal love you due paase pe, as soon as that person goes to sleep, duje naal chak lo.
Scumbags.
Ohi gal ya. That shit, I feel like I know that doesn't go for just guys, girls as well. You know, like it's so fucking utro galbaat ji nahi rahi hai ki pyar wali pyar reha hi nahi hai. Like aaj tusi kise na make up kita, kal nu duje na break up ho gaya, right? Like banda nikki galte break up kar dinde. There's no real, like, I think it lost that like value. Like no, like if I'm dating this person, I'm dating like, you know, because I see something.
And
like I feel like your relationship should be, it's all about compromise.
The older you get, though, the less people do have that bullshit. You know what I mean? Like, you know, when I was like, when I was your age, like 19, 20, you know, all the fucking stupid games that you play with girls, like texting them, like, you know, just the gloss, right? All that goes out the window at a certain point. But people need to, probably like once you get to your late 20s.
It's not really an age thing. It's more about like maturity too.
Yeah.
Because I've like personally, if I'm talking to someone like that, I just be like, yo, Pancho, you like me, I like you, like, you know, let's talk properly. What's the point of ine kante jo bhai kita main 2 घंटे ch karunga. That's what I've heard that shit, like, bro, une घंटे ch kita tu 2 घंटे. It's like, yo, fuck that, man. Like main 5 minutes ch kar du. Why? Because I want to talk to this person, right? Like, seriously, it's already like, that's the shit happens. People do that, like, oh, ine aayegi ta, like, eda ki sala ho gaya. One ki soch raha, damn, munde ch bahut stand hai, ja kudi ch bahut stand hai. Une घंटा बाद reply kita. Tusi busy ya, theek hai, right? Like that's what I mean. Like horta bahut zyada kutti chika.
So we're gonna conclude that dating in 2024 is unfortunate.
Complicated.
I feel like
Unfortunate.
Complicated.
Very complicated. And je thonu banda mature milda ta stick on her. You know, be onu serious samjho, oi na samjho bhi menu aaye ho.
This is the question that I've been excited to ask you guys. All right, what personality best suits a girl in your guys' opinion? Mantaj, you're gonna argue loud and opinionated. Randy, you're gonna argue shy and quiet.
Yeah.
Randy, go first.
Okay. So I think that a girl who's shy and quiet is probably a better situation because, you know, you don't want to be.
Situation?
Yeah. Well, a better, you know, dating situation. Something wrong with that?
Are you objectifying people?
Yeah.
Okay, I guess not. It's a better relationship. Because, you know, you don't want the kan. I've dated girls who did the kan. You know, the girls who drink and they get loud and obnoxious and things like that. And, you know, it's going to be one of those situations where the larai is going to always be the situation. Now, a lot of these girls are, you know, fun in other ways. You know, they're exciting. You know, they're
adventurous.
They're saucy.
They're adventurous.
So there is the give and take.
Another side to them.
There is a give and take, but those are more girls that you enjoy having situationships with rather than relationships with. I'm not saying I want to walk all over someone. I don't want a doormat in my relationship. I need somebody to tell me like when I'm being like wrong and be like, yo, like you need to shut the fuck up here.
Yeah.
It's just so I can have an opportunity to tell her to shut the fuck up. You know? I'm kidding. But my point is that you need someone strong who's actually trying to guide you the right way. Yeah. And when you're wrong, when you're fucked up, you know, they need to tell you.
So you want your girl to be shy, but also be able to manhandle you.
She needs to.
I don't think that.
Oh, you know, it depends on the situation.
God. But I feel like but if she's shy and quiet, I feel like a lot of times like shy and quiet girls, they're shy in terms of like, oh, like what if he gets mad or like I don't want to
I would disagree with that.
I'm not gonna say that.
I would disagree with that because you know, shy and quiet doesn't mean that they're like that all the time. That just means in like kind of public, they're not like, you know, too much up in the scene and fucking, you know, ਲੋਕਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਜੱਫੀਆਂ ਜੀਆਂ ਪਾਈ ਜਾਣੀਆਂ ਤੇ fucking ਸ਼ਾਟਾਂ ਜੀਆਂ ਲਾਈ ਜਾਣੀਆਂ. Sorry, Jasmine.
What? What do you mean?
I'm just joking.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not saying loud as in like band baja level, you know, like being loud as in like, you know, ਛੇ ਬਲਾਕਾਂ ਚ ਉਹੀ ਸੁਣਦੀ ਹੋਵੇ ਹੈ ਨਾ ਰੌਲਾ
ਪਿੰਡ ਤੀਜੇ ਪਿੰਡ ਲਲਕਾਰ
ਮੈਨੂੰ ਲੱਗਦਾ ਇੱਧਰ ਦੌਰਾ ਪੈ ਗਿਆ but anyways I'm saying like loud and opinionated as in like ਵਧੀਆ like ਬੰਦਾ ਬੋਲਦਾ ਹੋਵੇ ਹੈ ਨਾ ਵੀ ਸੰਗੇ ਨਾ ਵੀ ਗੱਲ ਉੱਥੇ ਹੀ ਵਾਪਸ ਆ ਗਈ even dating thing ਉਹੀ ਗੱਲ ਹੋ ਗਈ ਬੰਦਾ loud ਚਾਹੀਦਾ not loud as in like ਭੈਣ ਚੋ like ਕੰਨਾਂ ਚੋਂ ਲਹੂ ਕੱਢ ਦੇਵੇ but loud as in ਬੰਦਾ ਬੋਲ ਸਕੇ ਬੰਦਾ verbal vocal with her shit right and opinionated ਉਹੀ ਗੱਲ ਹੋ ਗਈ ਵੀ ਬੰਦਾ opinion ਦੇ ਸਕਦਾ ਜੇ ਬੰਦਾ loud ਹੋ ਉਹੀ ਆਣ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਹੈ ਹੀ shy quiet ਉਹ ਕੀ ਬੋਲੂਗੀ ਹਨਾ ਉਹਨੇ ਉਹੀ ਗੱਲ and I'm speaking like personally ਮੈਂ ਇਹ ਚੀਜ਼ believe ਕਰਦਾ ਵੀ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਬੰਦਾ shy and quiet ਆ ਉਹ ਅਕਸਰ ਨਾ ਆਪਣਾ opinion ਕੋਲ ਹੀ ਰੱਖਦਾ doesn't really say like that personally
but Mandej what if she's a bigger yapper than you What if she talks more than you?
I can't see you bigger yapper than Mandej, to be honest.
but मैं personally speak करना तो मेनू तो मैं high energy बंदा है ना.
Yeah. What if she's worse than you, bro?
I couldn't stand it.
नहीं फिर तो मेरे बस्सों बाहर है गल. फिर तो अपनी गल फिर तो सासरी गल ही है ना.
Yeah. Okay. Listen. Okay. Last prompt question I have for you guys.
Sure.
What's the worst way you can find out that your significant other cheated on you? Option 1, you catch them yourself. Right, in whatever situation. Option 2, you find out via social media. Option 3, the person they're cheating with texts you directly. What's the worst way you can find out?
Okay, I'm gonna straight up say, like, you know, and I think this is scenario specific. Maybe that's not the right word, but it's specific to us. But because we're kind of online people, if you found out online, the fucking dasti would just be too much. It would be too much, man. And you know people are laying in on you forever. You know what I mean? Like that would just, to me, that would be the worst thing.
That's fair.
What if I see it in person, you know, you're messing around. I'm not even gonna be that shook up about it. I'm gonna be like, child, you know what? Tu mera time save kita yaar. What can you do? Banda kar ki sakda hai. But seriously, there's no better term for that. Yeah. If you're going to be conjuring it up, like, you know, low level shit, that's the end of that, right? Or bande nu always in shit nahi pata lagda. Sometimes it takes you years to figure out, but you were getting fucked around on the whole time, right? That's life. It happens. And there's no banda out there who can say, I have all the answers figured out. My janani would never do that. You don't know. You just don't know. And unfortunately, people change over time. Shit happens. And yeah, I mean, it just, nobody's got the right answers for that, man. You have, like, a relationship is work. You always have to continue to work at each other, make sure everyone's satisfied in the relationship, everyone's happy. And
that happens with compromise.
Munde ne gal sahi ki.
ਮੁੰਡਾ ਦਾ ਗੱਲਾਂ ਸਹੀ ਕਰ ਜਾਂਦਾ ਕਦਰ ਵਾਲੇ ਕਦਰ ਨਹੀਂ ਪਾਉਂਦੇ
boss
Go ahead. No,
what do you mean by through social media?
Like let's say like you're just scrolling TikTok one day and you just see your girl post up with another banda. I'm talking like some
but okay but personally like I wouldn't post my girl on IG like that or social media because like no like even like Randy keeps his girl away from that. I feel like that would, play into effect too. Be like, because nu keda pata, jinna nu pata, like whatever people in this room, they would know, like, yeah, this is his girl. They're like, let me know.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I would say personally, like the worst would be finding in person. Like if I'm walking in and my significant other is getting railed by this other guy, like full deep heat. Like, like full deep dick, like, that's gonna fuck me. That's gonna fuck me up. I'm just being honest, Randy. Like, that's gonna fuck me up. Like, I will never be able to get that scene out of my head. That's gonna constantly mind fuck me. Seeing her get fucked, that's gonna mind fuck me. Like, pura menu sala.
Randy,
nahi, appa gal je karan
in ways that you could never get the cheek.
Like that's what, I would never be able to get past that. Right?
Yeah, of course not.
Whereas, like, if it was a social media, chalo, video, I don't really care, but ਜਿਹੜੀ ਦੇਖਣੀ ਉਹ ਗੱਲ whatever I would still have the benefit of the doubt ਉਹ ਖਬਰਾਂ ਕੋਈ ਹੋ ਰਿਹਾ whatever this stuff blah 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 and obviously if someone comes tells me oh ਮੇਰੇ ਨਾਲ set about whatever right I'll be like okay whatever then I'd confront her right but ਜੇ ਸਾਡਾ confront ਵਾਲਾ ਕੁਝ ਬਚਿਆ ਹੀ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੈਗਾ ਜੇ ਮੈਂ front ਤੇ confront ਹੁੰਦਾ ਦੇਖ ਹੀ ਲਿਆ ਸਾਰਾ ਕੁਝ I feel like that's the worst. The best is like if obviously who she's cheating on me with texts me like, oh, yo, girl's cheating. Then I'd have some fun with it. Then I sawal lou. I know who bulau galbaat karu like chal aada thona gaun.
Yeah.
Like whatever, I'll do my thing, whatever, right? Have my fun with it.
Yeah.
But like to answer your question, worst would be in person.
I think that would be pretty bad. Actually,
I'd never be fucking.
Yeah, pretty bad.
Yeah.
Because I mean, as long as you haven't seen what has been happening, what damage has been
Ignorance
done.
is bliss.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah, on that note, we're just going to end it off here. Thank you for tuning in with me, Mantej, Randy, and Ekdeep.